Welcome to EPG Pathashala. I am Professor E. Sivanagi Reddy, former Director, National Institute of Tourism and Hospitality Management, Hyderabad, and currently working as the CEO, Cultural Center of Vijayawada. Today, we will learn about the heritage hotels in India in this module, which is part of a paper called Tourism in India. Heritage hotels, as you all know, are a very recent introduction that was in practice in the West for the past 250 years old. The current module has certain learning objectives. After this module, we will be able to learn the concept of heritage hotel, the significance of heritage hotels, classification of heritage hotels, and major hotels of heritage category in India. While tracing the concept of heritage hotel in India, a heritage building means a structure inherited from the past generations and continuing till today, such as forts, palaces, residential buildings, etc. It is necessary to preserve the heritage buildings in a contemporary Indian context for handing over to the next generations. Many of the ancient structures are converted into heritage hotels. Hotels and Restaurant Association of Northern India defines a heritage hotel as running a hotel in a palace, castle, fort, haveli, residence of any size built prior to 1950. You all know that heritage is an asset given by our ancestors. It has been handed over down from the remote past till today. We call it as heritage property, and similarly we also got a good number of heritage properties in India as explained earlier. And the concept of heritage hotels is recently a topic under discussion among the tourism professionals. Nowadays, most of the people who can afford would like not to stay in comfortable star hotels, but they are choosing by choice to stay at least one overnight in a heritage hotel which was converted a fort, a palace, or any other residential structure. Heritage hotels offer the opportunity to seek exposure to and immersion in the luxurious history, art, culture, taste, customs, and traditions of a nation's or a region's history to the tourist. Travelers can visit and stay in a property continuing to live out traditional ways gently and naturally, weaving together the finer details of decor, service, and cuisine with the modern demands of air conditioning, communication, and information technologies in heritage hotels. This is a small introduction on understanding what a heritage hotel is. Apart from this, we also have to know about the other aspects of heritage hotels. The authentic architecture of such a property should not be interfered with any extension, improvement, renovation, change in the existing structure. If it demands conservation should be attended, keeping the traditional architectural styles and constructional techniques, harmonizing the new with the old. Certain architecturally distinctive heritage properties such as palaces and forts built prior to 1950 have been converted into hotels from the past 4 decades in India, and hence they are called as heritage hotels in India. There is a classification like the other star hotel classification, like single star to 5 star. The classification of heritage hotels in India is given by the controlling Ministry of India, that is the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. It has classified these hotels into the following: heritage hotel or heritage basic. It is what we call with the basic number of rooms and beds. This category will cover hotel in residences, havelis, hunting lodges, castles, forts, palaces built prior to 1950, the hotel should have a minimum of 5 rooms with 10 beds. Heritage Hotel Classic. This category will cover hotels in residences, havelis, hunting lodges, castles, forts, palaces built prior to 1935. This is very important, my dear students. Please note, earlier category it was a palace built prior to 1950, whereas in this case it is prior to 1935. And the number of rooms and beds also change. The hotel should have a minimum of 15 rooms with 30 beds. Heritage Hotel Grand. This is on a very luxurious and spacious palace. So this should also have been built prior to 1935, and the hotel should have minimum of 25 rooms with 50 beds. Let us now move to the topic major heritage hotels in India. Since we have covered aspects like the concept of heritage hotel, the definition of heritage hotel, the category of heritage hotel, and classification of heritage hotels as prescribed by the controlling authority, that is the Ministry of Tourism in India. The Umaid Bhawan Palace, Jodhpur in Rajasthan is the very first heritage hotel made available to the tourists in India. The palace was built for His Highness the Maharaja Umaid Singh between 1928 and 1943 in Jodhpur. Umaid Bhawan Palace is one of the largest private residences in the world and the last of the great palaces of India, set in 26 acres of lush green gardens. After 15 years in construction, the 347-room palace was completed in 1943, and since it has been serving as the principal residence of the Jodhpur royal family. The palace has a private museum too. Guests can also take an in-spirit drive through the city of Jodhpur in a vintage car. This is an added advantage for the people that are actually staying in the hotel. The hotel is operated by the famous Taj Group, which is known for its pristine housekeeping and well upkeep. In the Taj Spa of the hotel, a guest can experience the art of India's ancient healing wisdom in a very romantic setting. It has 70 guest rooms, including the luxurious regal and vice-regal suites and the fabulous Maharaja and Maharani suites with the art deco style decorations, and the latter is fitted with a bathtub carved from a single block of pink marble, said to be the only one of its kind and type in India. The Maharaja suite has many furnishings in leopard skin with black marble flooring and covered mirror dome. My dear students, I think you might have understood the significance and various unique components of the Taj Umaid Bhawan Palace, which we are visualizing on the screen for your benefit. You see, such a palatious buildings with many number of rooms and prefaced by a wonderful garden, and you can also see the domes on the central arena and also at various corners of the main hall, which are so imposing and commanding a panoramic view over the entire city. There are many such palatious heritage hotels in Rajasthan, and the only state in entire Indian context, Rajasthan is known for its innumerable heritage hotels. Some are built on plains, some are built on plateaus, some are built on hills, and some are built even in the water bodies. Now let us move to another important and beautiful heritage building, the Taj Palace, Udaipur. One of the most romantic hotels in the world is the Taj Lake Palace, built between 1743 and 1746 under the direction of the Maharaja Jagat Singh II of Udaipur, holding their regal darbars in its courtyards lined with calms, pillared terraces, fountains, and beautiful gardens. The upper room is a perfect circle and is about 21 feet in diameter. Its floor is inlaid with black and white marble. The walls are ornamented with niches and decorated with arabesques of colored stones, and the dome is exquisitely beautiful in its form. Taj Lake Palace is constructed in such a way allowing its inhabitants, that is the tourists, to pray to Surya, the Hindu sun god. It is again an added advantage who really believe the sun god. The successive rulers used this palace as their summer resort. The Heritage Hotel is just half a kilometer away from the center of the city and is 4 kilometers from Udaipur railway station and 25.7 kilometers from Maharana Pratap Airport. Now you can please enjoy such a beautiful heritage hotel called Taj Lake Palace amidst the waters. The white look of the building is really imposing and impressive, and it really stands as a symbol of peace amidst waters. Another such palatial building is Hotel Samrat Palace, Samod, Rajasthan. The palace built 400 years ago and converted into heritage hotel by the Samod family. Marble floors, ornamented pillars, stones engraved walls, luxurious carpets, and old painting decor are making it more than a luxurious palace. The palace is a perfect example of Rajput Mughal architectural blend. Samod Palace is situated at the bottom of Aravali range of hills and is built by sandstone. It is located at a distance of 40 kilometers from Jaipur city in a village called Samod. Hotel Samod Palace, which is very attractive and in the given color of golden luster. Oberoi Raj Vilas, again at Jaipur, is one more beautifully constructed heritage hotel. It was constructed with the authentic features of a Rajasthani fort, and the royal resort is set in breathtaking 32-acre oasis of beautiful landscaped gardens filled with exotic wildlife. Traditional techniques of famous pink lime plaster walls of Jaipur, adorned with Mughal arches, gold leaf frescoes, high domed ceilings, and magnificent crystal chandeliers. The Oberoi's Raj Vilas epitomizes traditional Rajasthani charm and Oberoi luxury. See the wonderful image of the beautifully built Oberoi Raj Vilas, prefaced by a moat filled with water up to its brim, prefaced by a turret with small pillars covered by domes, and again you can also visualize and see the beauty of inside of a room, and foreign tourists how they are really enjoying the place by staying overnight in such a wonderful resort called Oberoi Raj Vilas. Vivanta by Taj Fort Agoda is a spectacular heritage style hotel of boasts of exquisite Portuguese style of architecture. Now you can see the difference. Earlier we have thought of Rajasthani and Mughal blend of architecture, but this is reflecting Portuguese style of architecture with features of stunning Balinese landscapes along with unimaginable views of majestic Arabian Sea. The 5-star category hotel by the beach is run by Taj Group of Hotel, Resorts and Palaces, known for their pristine maintenance. Let us enjoy the beatitude of such a great building, Vivanta by Taj Fort Agoda. You see the water body. You can also see how the building is built over a terraced platforms and the hill patched with greenery, etc. All are unique features. We will nowhere find such a beautifully built heritage property in entire Indian context. What happens is that we need at least to effort to stay at least a day in such a beautifully maintained and rare located heritage hotel. So far, much has been thought about the heritage hotels of northern India, especially in Rajasthan, converted forts, converted palaces, converted other residential buildings into heritage hotels and resorts. Those are really breathtaking, awesome, and attractive. And South India is lacking heritage hotel in such a great number. However, we have one or two heritage hotels in South India. Let us begin with Taj Falaknuma Palace, Hyderabad. Falaknuma in Urdu means like the sky or mirror of the sky. Retrace the steps of Nizam's European royalty, and a walk in this palace make guests feel like a king. It serves as a residence of the erstwhile Nizam of Hyderabad. Renovated, Taj Falaknuma Palace was opened for guests in November 2010. Highlights of the palace include the state reception room, where the ceiling is decorated with frescoes and gilded reliefs. The palace has a 101-seat dining hall, considered the largest in the world, and the darbar are embellished with intricately carved wooden ceilings, parquet flooring, walnut furniture, and handcrafted mirrors. Apart from all these things, you can also see how this particular Falaknuma Palace commands a great view with a two-storied structures in the center, and on other side you can see the European feel. Then it is on an elevated platform, and from the below it is more than 200 feet high, the inside of which is really European. If you step into the hotel, you just forget yourself and enjoy as if you are a royal person in the British manors or the Western castles. Such is the beauty and aesthetics of Taj Falaknuma Palace, Hyderabad. Oberoi Amarvilas, Agra. Agra, as you all know, that famous for two things at least: the Agra Fort, the Fatehpur Sikri, and again the Taj Mahal, the only lonely marble building that stood among the seven wonders of India. Let us examine the features of this unique, rare Oberoi Amar Vilas, a heritage hotel at Agra. Oberoi Amar Vilas is one of the best hotels in Agra, located strategically just 600 meters away from the magnificent Taj Mahal, a wonderful monument which is attracting thousands of people every day, not only the common tourists but also the dignitaries and diplomats from all over the world. Each of the room captures the monument in its utmost glory and spectacular grandeur. Oberoi Amar Vilas is constructed using traditional features and elements of ancient Mughal and Moorish architecture. The spa inside the villas is dedicated to well-being with a full range of Ayurvedic, Thai, and Western treatments nowhere you can find in any other such heritage hotel. You are now enjoying the real picture of Oberoi Amar Vilas at Agra, with its elevation, with its spacious and spectacular frontage, inside which you can also see the window from which you can also see the Taj Mahal monuments. So beautiful, so awesome, and a place worth to stay. Below to this picture, you are visualizing the room, how the furniture is arranged, how the windows and side walls are decorated, and from the central window you can again see the wonderful monument Taj Mahal. Again we are moving to south. Where? To which state? It is very interesting that a state which is known as the God's own country, none other than the Kerala, patched with backwaters and greenery. Hence, it is called as the God's own country. Here, You all know that there is a beautiful city called Cochin or Kochi where Bolghat Palace is located on a small island. Built in 1744 AD, formerly it was a Dutch villa which handed over to the British in 1909 and was used as their residential property till the end of colonial period. Set in the virgin beauty of green Bolghati Island, this heritage hotel provides the world-class living and service facilities. Popularly known as the Honeymooners Paradise, this resort is encircled by a 9-hole golf course established in 1925. Let us have a look at the various facets of Bolghati Palace, and you can see the Dutch architecture and the green meadows, the corridors, the inside, outside. So this is again a place for the tourists not to miss. Let us now move to the Eastern India. As soon as we think of Eastern India, it blinks in our mind the West Bengal, particularly, and the Kolkata city. The Lalita Great Eastern Heritage Hotel, located in Kolkata, was built as Auckland Hotel in the year 1841. A testimony of the evolving history of Bengal. In its early years, the hotel was the meeting place for the officers of the East India Company only. It is very popular for the longest constantly operating hotel for a span of nearly 165 years, which has been with popular celebrities, royalty, and other eminent dignitaries as guests. The five-star property has been hosting royalty and eminent personalities from all across the globe. The magnificent architecture is a mix of Victorian, Edwardian, and contemporary historical times. Let us have a look of the building, the Lalit Great Eastern Heritage Hotel, Kolkata. You can also see the end looks like an apse which also resembles a cruise ship on the waters. And you can also see the top deck wherein a restaurant is being operated. Such a beautiful, wonderful, and only one of its kind in entire East Coast. One more palace which has been converted into a heritage hotel is none other than the Lalit Mahal Palace, Mysore in Karnataka. Lalit Mahal Palace in Mysore was built in 1921 at the orders of His Highness Krishnaraja Wadayar IV, the Maharaja of Mysore, for the exclusive stay of the then Viceroy of India, and not for him. It is a very important and significant point to note here, my dear students. Lalit Mahal Palace offers an experience of royal living in a real palace. The Lalit Mahal Palace is the second largest palace in Mysore. It was converted into a heritage hotel in 1974. It is now run as an elite hotel of the Ashok Group of Hotels under the India Tourism Development Corporation, known popularly as ITDC. The palace, built in Renaissance architectural style, is considered an adaptation of St. Paul's Cathedral in London, particularly the central dome. The architecture of the palace reflects English manor houses and Italian palazzos. See the wonderful and beautiful commanding view of the frontage of the Lalita Mahal Palace with its inside decorated in European style and Italian fashion. Popularly known as the Taj Palace, the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai is a 5-star category hotel located next to the Gateway of India, a wonderful monument in the Kolba region of Mumbai. Run by the Taj Hotels, Resorts and Palaces, this hotel is considered the flagship property of the group and contains 560 rooms and 44 suites. From the architectural point of view, the two buildings that make up the hotel, the Taj Mahal Palace and the Taj Mahal Tower, are two different buildings built in different times and in different architectural styles. The hotel's original building was commissioned by Tata and first opened its doors to the guests on 16th December 1903. The Taj Mahal Tower, an additional wing of the hotel, was opened in 1973. On 26th November 2008, in a series of terrorist attacks in Mumbai, in which the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel as well as the Oberoi was attacked by a terrorist group. During the attack, much major damage occurred, including the destruction of the hotel's roof in the hours following the attack. The hotel recovered from the shock so soon and hosted the USA President in the year 2010 year for his comfortable stay. Look at both the buildings. One is the Taj Mahal Palace and the other stood very elegantly, looks like a tower. It is indeed a tower known as the Taj Palace Tower, and preceding to it on the right side you can also see the Gateway of India, a wonderful building that commands a wonderful view from the Arabian Sea. On this side, the second visual gives a spectacular view of the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel and Taj Towers with a wonderful elliptical shaped swimming pool with beautifully laid out gardens. This is all about the Taj Mahal Palace, a beautiful heritage hotel in Mumbai itself. At the end of the module and to sum up the lesson, it is for us to just recapitulate what has been discussed in this module. Heritage hotels are the buildings inherited from the past generations which are running hotels in palaces, castles, forts, residences of any size built prior to 1950. As told earlier, heritage is a collective property that has been handed over down to the next generations from the past generations and previous generations, whether it may be fort, palace, castle, or any other such residential structure. They were built for a different purpose, but nowadays if we just retain them as it is, since the lack of maintenance may cause for their deterioration. Hence, both Government of India and the property owners come to what we call an agreement that let us recycle these heritage buildings for the benefit of the tourists, and this is really the concept of heritage hotels in India. The concept of heritage hotel is one of the tools that we can use for the conservation and preservation of India's rich heritage for the future generations, particularly for promoting appreciation of heritage in terms of tourism. Offering the experience of India's heritage to the tourists is the main motto of running the heritage hotels. Heritage hotels in India are varied in size, different in architectural styles, and physical appearance too. You have already seen a good number of images right from the state of Rajasthan, the state of Maharashtra, the state of West Bengal, the state of Telangana, and the state of Karnataka and Kerala. Please make a trip at least to one of these properties very close to your place of residence and enjoy the rare experience of staying in a heritage hotel. Then you come into very close to the definition and concept of heritage hotels in India. Thank you.